The morning light caught the edges of my wedding dress, still hanging by the window, a ghost of a life that once was. I hadn't touched it since Eric passed. Dakota walked in with coffee, her eyes catching the dress before she met mine. Maybe it's time, she said softly. I didn't answer. Walter Reynolds had denied Eric's insurance claim, citing a loophole. I knew what I had to do. That dress wasn't just fabric, it was a promise, and I wouldn't let it be erased. Walter kept stonewalling. Every email I sent was under review. Every call rooted to someone else. It wasn't just money, it was Eric's legacy. Dakota suggested a lawyer. But I didn't have the savings. They're counting on you giving up, she whispered, holding my hand. My grip tightened around the coffee cup. That dress, our wedding dress, reminded me of the vows we made. I wouldn't let a corporation decide what our love was worth. Not now, not ever. I filed an appeal myself, poring over every document, highlighting contradictions. But Walter's office claimed my submission was incomplete. Curious, I dug deeper. Dakota found a past employee online, Elena, who had sued Walter for fraud. But Elena's case had vanished. Settlement gag order. Dakota muttered. My heart dropped. I felt like I was chasing shadows. Still, I clutched Eric's insurance denial like it was a map to the truth. Walter escalated, sending a cease and desist letter. He claimed my social media posts were defamatory. Dakota wanted to go public, but I hesitated. What if they sued? What if they buried me in legal fees? But when I found Eric's old planner, filled with policy notes and deadlines, I knew he had prepared for this. That wedding dress wasn't just memory, it was my armor. I was ready to fight. At the hearing, I stood with trembling hands in Eric's planner. Walter smirked from across the room. Irrelevant, his lawyer said. But when I pointed out the discrepancy in payout clauses with dates Eric had annotated, something shifted. The judge asked questions. Dakota squeezed my hand. For a moment, I saw the same smug certainty in Walter's eyes falter. Maybe, just maybe, truth had a chance. Twist hit hard. A whistleblower came forward, an anonymous email from inside Walter's company, attaching internal memos. Delay every claim over $500,000, it read. Walter's smirk vanished. Dakota gasped. The court reopened discovery. I couldn't breathe. All the nights crying over that dress, doubting myself, they led to this. Eric's truth mattered, and I wasn't alone anymore. The tide had turned. Walter was ordered to pay the full amount plus damages. I held the check, tears blurring my vision. Dakota smiled through hers. We framed Eric's planner next to our wedding photo. I folded the dress one last time, not in grief, but in peace. His love didn't die with him. It lived in our fight and in our win. I donated part of the settlement to a legal fund for widows like me. Dakota and I hosted a memorial fundraiser, filled with candles, letters, and stories. When I spoke, I held the wedding dress. This isn't about loss, I said. It's about love that refuses to be forgotten. And in that moment, I felt Eric beside me.